Entrance has been a very amazing experience. Our little motto that we always say is empowerment through horses. I love what I do. I'm just happy to be a part of it.
Hey guys, welcome to the Stu Sells team's brand new listings. And we are down in Corktown in this amazing condominium. So you're wondering, why am I in the master bedroom? Because my guys were so smart. They sat down with the builder, and when they bought this condo, this used to be a 2-bedroom and a den. So imagine, there used to be a wall here, and this was a small den and a small master bedroom. And they said, we want way more space. So they blew out the wall, put this huge wall-to-wall closet unit in, and made this ginormous master bedroom, which is awesome. We also have a second bedroom, which can be a home office, guest room. They have their own bathroom. I love these plans because they're a split level plan. If you ever want it as a rental, it's great because you live on that side, I live on this side with my own bathroom, and we share the middle. And it's a great open concept, breakfast bar, wood floors, stainless steel appliances, and the deck goes the whole length of the unit. You can have quite the party out there. This building rocks. It's got a gym, games room, lounge, guest suites, lots of visitor parking. And we are in such a great location because you know what? Go over the DVP and you're in Leslieville. Go up and you're in Queen East. You've got Corktown, you've got the St. Lawrence Market, walkable, you've got the Distillery District. Get on the Gardiner, drive anywhere up the DVP, Gardiner to the airport. It's such a great location. So look, go to stusells.ca, see all the photos, the virtual tour, the videos, and give me, Stu, a call and come for a private tour.
No touch, eh?
Good morning, folks. Welcome back to Curling.com's continuing coverage of the Stu Sells Toronto Tankard, live from Oakville, Ontario. This is the men's draw, the men's A qualifier between Jason Gunnlaugson of Winnipeg, Manitoba, and Brad Gushue of St. John's, Newfoundland. It's a great day for a great game. John Cullen here again with Mary Chilvers. And Mary, I'm looking forward to this one. This should be a real good battle between two of the top teams in the world.
Yeah, absolutely, John. And good morning. Hope you got a good night's sleep last night after your travels and everything.
I tried, yeah.
You tried.
Yeah, it was okay.
Yeah.
I'm feeling good, we'll see. Day 2 always feels like the running on fumes day.
Yeah.
It's like day 1, you're just excited, you're ready to rock, you're getting into it. Day 2, you feel like you might die for part of the day, and then day 3, you're like, okay, I'm on Ontario time now. I'm feeling pretty good. So
it is a tiring gig, that's for sure. But yeah, this is going to be a great game, and of course, everyone's familiar with these two teams that we're going to be watching this morning. Both very, the top teams in the world, I would say. So I'm really looking forward to this match.
Me too, yeah. This is a big game for both these teams. Of course, this is the A qualifier, so in a triple knockout, it's always nice to qualify out of A. It earns you an extra day off. Whichever team wins this game won't need to be back on the ice until Monday morning, so they'll enjoy a day and a half off, get some practice in, and that's always crucial for these guys to get a little rest and feel fresh going into Monday. I know last time we were here for the Oakville Tankard, it was the 2A qualifiers that ended up making the final, Brad Jacobs and Bruce Mowat. So it is something that teams want to strive for. They want to get that A qualifier spot, and so both these teams will be looking to do that this morning.
Absolutely, and we do have the other A qualifier going on here today as well that we'll keep an eye on. John Epping up against Corey Dropkin.
Absolutely.
Another great game, I'm sure, so buckle up and grab that coffee. It's going to be a good morning.
You say as you reach for your own coffee. That's always a good thing to get invested in. I might have to do some of that myself. I'm not really a coffee drinker, but today might be the day. I might have to make it happen. We've got a host of other games happening around the sheets here in Oakville. We'll do our best to keep you updated on all of those. We've got John Schuster, of course, from Minnesota taking on Sam Moybrook here from Ontario. Beside our feature sheet, we've got an all-Ontario battle between Jason Cam and Jonathan Buke. Beside them, we've got Paul Fleming from Halifax taking on Rob Ainsley, also another Ontario rink. And then, of course, as Mary mentioned, we have our other A qualifier out here, John Epping from Toronto, Ontario, taking on Corey Dropkin from Duluth, Minnesota. And then directly in front of our commentary booth, one of the teams from our feature game yesterday, Greg Smith, is taking on Fraser Reed. So we'll be sure to keep you updated on all of those scores happening around the rink. As we get underway for this one, Connor Negevin will put the first rock into play. As you can see, Gunnlaugson will be starting without Hammer, throwing the yellow stones on this sheet. And Mary, yesterday we saw teams with the yellow stones make a few comments that maybe they didn't think the set was running true. So we'll have to keep an eye on what Gunnlaugson does here. Of course, Gunnlaugson was here for the Oakville Tankard back in September, so they'll have some information about the rocks. Certainly, they'll have their rock book out, and they'll probably feel maybe a little more comfortable with the stones than Brad Gushue will, but obviously Gushue known for his rock matching ability, so I'm sure he'll be happy with that too.
Yeah, that will be interesting because I find when I'm in competitions that you get a lot of different opinions on rocks on certain sheets. Some will tell you, well, they're not so good, and then you play with them and they seem fine to you. So sometimes I think the whole rock checking thing might be slightly overrated. Unless you're very good at it.
Yes, for sure. There are certainly teams that are better at it than others, as we've seen over the years. But yeah, no, it's definitely something that teams get really invested in and take a lot of time and pride in doing. And teams at this level, of course, Brad Gushue ranked number 6 in the world right now. Jason Gunnlaugson number 14. These are the types of teams that would take this quite seriously. And it looks like we're heading for a fairly conservative first end, so I'll introduce the lineups to you. Obviously, it'll be all names that you're familiar with as a curling fan. Jason Gunnlaugson, of course, skipping his team out of Winnipeg, Manitoba. At third is Adam Casey. Second, Matt Wozniak, and we just saw the lead, Connor Negevin, make that takeout right there. And then, of course, from St. John's, Newfoundland, Brad Gushue. Obviously, people no strangers to these two-time Brier champion rink. Jeff Walker, we can see right now, throwing lead stones. At second, Brett Gallant. Third, Mark Nichols. And, of course, skipping Brad Gushue. So it looks like with where Gunnlaugson's rock sort of ended up, a little bit outside of just sort of touching the outside of the forefoot, Brad's decided to put up a corner guard. So we might have a little bit more of an interesting first end than it looked like at first blush, Mary.
Yeah, and just to mention, of course, we know that Brad Gushue has his spot in the Olympic trials, whereas Gunnlaugson is playing off in the pre-trials coming up in a couple of weeks. So, of course, that's quite an event, 14 men's and 14 women's teams in the pre-trials. So 2 pools, I guess, of 7 each, and I think the two of each that come out of that competition, they're going to be well prepped for the trials.
Yes, for sure. I mean, we've seen that happen. Obviously, Brad Jacobs won the pre-trial spot in 2013 and then rode that success all the way through to the Olympic gold medal in 2014. So, yeah, we have seen that before where teams come out of the pre-trials smoking hot and ready to go. So Gunnlaugson will hope for the same. Obviously, he got his sort of, maybe not break, but got attention on the national stage when his team came through the Olympic pre-trials in 2009. And then, of course, they were sort of the darling of the 2009 Olympic trials event. Then he took a slight detour to Russia. And then, and then he came back to us. So
yes, he did.
So he's been back for a while. As we get a look at Brett Gallant here. He's trying to make a hit and roll. But yeah, I was overhearing Mark Nichols and Corey Dropkin were chatting behind me as I was preparing for this game, and Corey was asking them, this is Brad Gushue's first event as a team, which normally you'd think in a trials year, maybe you'd try to stack your schedule a little bit more, and Mark said that they sort of felt the last trials process, they maybe played a little too much, that they wanted to maybe have a bit more of a practice-focused schedule rather than a competition-focused schedule. So he said that's why they didn't rush into competition this year, and this is their first event. And he was saying that at the Ballyhaley Club in St. John's, where they curl out of, they actually put the ice in early for Team Gushue. So they don't put the ice in as early in the season as they did, but obviously they're very proud of their Gushue rink, and they knew that this was a big year for these guys, and so they were willing to put the ice in a little bit early. So he said that's where sort of their practice focus has been coming from, which is cool to hear and cool to see that, so many clubs around the nation obviously support their teams and in their dreams, and that's just another example of that as Brett Gallant makes a very nice run back, as you'd expect him to do.
Yeah, when Brad Gushue won that, the first Brier that he won in his home province, that was really something, and that whole province had so much support for that team. It was quite a celebration.
Yeah, I remember the first time I went to Newfoundland. I was there doing some comedy, and I didn't realize that the Team Gushue has a highway named after them in Newfoundland. Normally you think, okay, you get a street named after you. Not so for Brad Gushue. They said, give us the highway. We don't want your petty street. We won the gold medal. Give us a highway. No, they didn't say that, of course. Right. But I remember my first time in St. John's, and I texted Mark Nichols, and I was like, dude, I'm driving on your highway right now. He's like, oh, yeah, cool. It's just called the Gold Medal Highway. It leads from the airport in St. John's, and they've got a big sign when you get on the highway there. It says Gold Medal Highway and has all their names on the highway signs. Very cool.
I just actually read online that Glenn Howard has now got a street named after him. Glenn Howard Court.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, in the town that he lives in, so I think that's pretty cool. And well-deserved, I'd say.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't think they're going to be naming a street after me anytime soon, but you never know.
Mark Nichols. None of these players really need any introduction. Everyone's so familiar with these teams.
Absolutely.
We see them so much on television.
Yeah, no question. So yeah, I've just got word. It was actually the Remax Center that put in the ice early for Gushue. That's where they curl out of now, the St. John's Curling Club at the Remax Center. So thank you for pointing that out. Unwise Plain in the chat.
Well, it'll be interesting to see if the Gushue's process works for them. I kind of like the idea of not going too hard because burnout is a thing, and they want to peak at the right time, I guess you could say.
Yes, absolutely.
Stay near it. We're by. Understand. 14-5.
So we heard Jason Gunnlaugson say that's 14.5. That should be a little heavy. The ice here in Oakville has been running about 15.5 from hog to hog to get to the tee line. So we can see that's about where you'd expect a 14.5 to end up. So Adam Casey just coming a little heavy. So this will be an opportunity for Mark Nichols and Team Gushue to get on the front foot here with Hammer.
Oh, no, big ass. No. No line.
This one looks like it's tracking a little bit too.
Jeff's wrong.
Go, Jeff.
No.
Need some curl, Jeff. Okay, go then. Hard.
Hard.
Hard. Hard.
Hard.
Hard. Hard. Hard. Hard. Hard. Hard. Hard.
And great shot from Mark Nichols. We've seen that on this sheet, Mary, that the Rocks, they can tend to run pretty straight down the ice, but then once they catch that curl, they really slow down. I think Mark said out of his hand that he added, and both the sweepers were kind of backed off. It seemed like they thought it might have been a little heavy, but then once it got into that path where it curls, it really finishes and it really stops.
Earlier this morning, we had the A side on the women's
run the guard.
playoffs today, where we saw Danielle Inglis win her game, as well as Carrie Gushue. So those two have now won the A side, and I guess, like you say, they'll have tomorrow off as well.
Hits our rock, I guess, through the hole at the back.
Yeah,
but
it's very rare that you almost get a full 2 days off. But
Yeah.
that's what'll happen for the ladies.
Yeah, I don't see how this helps.
Not sure
sure
if it's
they'll
a
enjoy
a good thing or a bad thing.
Well, I think the key is that you have to. So Jason looks like he's changing his mind
They
here.
weren't seeing this at all.
That?
They were just saying, like, peel the guard. But then he makes a split, and then it's pretty scary.
Yeah. I don't think you can leave the split.
What?
The split's not a good option for us.
For us.
Like, if he's splitting that, I think that's bad.
Yeah. But if we make the runner,
The runner's good.
I think that's pretty good.
Just dead on the beak?
Yeah. Like, dead stuffing it is out turn, peel, and dead nose, I guess.
So the concern there was that if they just draw in, they felt like they were probably giving up 2. If they peeled the center guard, they were worried that Brad Gushue would split that red rock into the house and lie and have 3 counters in the house. So Adam Casey and Jason Gunnlaugson deciding on the run back. Of course, we know that Gunner's no stranger to the big weight. So first rock here for Gunnlaugson in the first.
Hard! Harder!
And he will run it by. So a chance now for Brad Gushue to put some pressure on with the hammer.
And this is what Gushue was concerned about. Now Brad has a chance to sit to and maybe try to split this red one so they're not so close together, the 2 rocks,
I don't mind it.
2 red rocks.
Yeah. Really? I was thinking this one first. Even just this. Yeah. Pretty good result. I don't mind this. I didn't see the split. I like it now. You know, if you bump it frozen, worst case is the blank. If he rips them all. True. Yeah. I kind of like this. Yeah. So back 8 weight. Well, I gotta go tighter. Yeah, you gotta go. I can't throw it like that.
Try it.
Or I can. I just don't want to throw it like that.
So you're trying to hit 3/4, right? Like
Yeah.
back 4 even.
So they looked at the split, but they've decided to just tap theirs back to freeze on that back yellow and get a bit of separation. Brad saying that he liked this better because it could also end up in a situation where they get a blank, which of course they'd be fine with in the first end. So first stone here for Brad Gushue in the first end.
Clean. Yep. Yep. Hard.
Sweeper's on it right away.
Whoa. Yep. Hard. Whoa. Hard, Jeff.
Just a little light on that one.
Little light, and it didn't curl as much as they thought it was going to. You'd think if it was light, it would have actually curled more.
Personally, because this is a bit of a guess. Third? Yeah, it's
So
pretty
unfortunately, they've left it in a position where Gunnlaugson will be able to make a double here.
Should curl if we don't touch it, but yeah. Firm, make the double. Out turn here. I just don't know with the fresh and the up the hill. This should curl if we don't touch it and run if we sweep.
So Jason Gunnlaugson's final stone
More ice.
here in the first end, looking for a double to lie to.
That should force Brad Gushue to have to take a point here. If he sticks this. Not sure there would be a...
Just over curls on them a little bit. So
That's
a
two
mistake
over
from
curls.
from Jason Gunnlaugson there will allow Brad Gushue a free draw for two here.
Yeah.
Jason said in the hack he thought it would curl, but I'm sure he didn't think it was going to curl that much.
Yeah, that's disappointing for Gunnlaugson because that was a pretty routine double for him. Even I think I could have made that one, John.
I won't say I could have. Maybe. But yeah, you certainly could have.
Oh, yeah.
Little less, Mark.
So a shot for two here for Brad Gushue in the first end. Good way to start.
Okay. No, you're still not on it.
Nothing from the sweepers yet. This one's running.
Clean. Whoa. No.
Will this slow down in time? Or will it get a piece of the back yellow? A little bit of a fortuitous bounce for Brad Gushue, but he will put two on the board. You're watching curling.com. Brad Gushue up 2-0 on Jason Gunnlaugson. We'll be back right after this.
Here at Red Arena, we are trying to help people through equine therapy. Working with the veterans has been a very amazing experience. Our little motto that we always say is empowerment through horses. I love what I do. I'm just happy to be a part of it.
I'm a little bit of a nerd when it comes to landscaping. I've studied soil down to the microbes. It's that level of detail I bring to my work and to my business. Straight lines and a healthy ecosystem is what I'm all about.
Hello, folks, and welcome back to continuing coverage of the Stu Sells Toronto Tankard. You're watching curling.com or sportsnet.ca or World Curling TV. We're doing the triple-headed stream this weekend, and it's been fantastic action so far. You're watching Team Gushue versus Team Gunnlaugson. John Cullen alongside Mary Chilvers, and Mary, a couple uncharacteristic misses on hits from Gunnlaugson puts 2 points on the board for Gushue, who also got a little bit lucky with his last one. His draw was a little bit heavy coming down there, but kind of got saved by a Gunnlaugson catcher in the back four.
Yeah, I don't think Jason's going to be too happy about that, but good news is it's only the second end. He's got lots of time here, but did miss his second shot. Was kind of a routine double for him, and just got it going a little bit, I guess.
Yeah, that's what it seemed like on both of his takeouts, actually, that he maybe just came over it a little bit on his out turn. So the teams look like they're going to slow the game down maybe a little bit. Oh, no, here we go, corner guard. We're seeing this a little more at the top levels, Mary, where they'll exchange hits on the first stones that are put in the house, and then the team will throw a corner guard. Because of the 5 rock rule, this is sort of the way to do it now.
Yeah, I think they call it the delayed corner guard, which I don't mind, right? It's a few less rocks in play, which is sometimes a good thing.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly why the teams do it, and it's great to see.
Bit of room at the moment. Room. Easy then. Easy weight.
It's a pretty tight corner guard.
So as we've said, this is Team Gushue's first event of the year. Team Gunnlaugson, this is their 3rd event. They were here a month ago playing at the Stu Sells Oakville Tankard, where they lost in the quarterfinals. They lost to eventual champion Bruce Mowat in the quarters. And then obviously they went off to the direct entry event to try to secure an Olympic trial spot, and had a bit of a tough one there. They went 1-5 at that event, with their only win coming over Colton Flash. So this is a case where, you know, I think Team Gunnlaugson is maybe looking to get their season jump started a little bit. I was talking to Jason yesterday. He said they're skipping the event in Penticton next week just to get ready for the pre-trials, which are later this month. I know there were a few teams that were talking about that. Obviously, the Penticton event, huge purse. It's close to a slam level field for the men. It's, you know, essentially almost all of the top teams are at that event, but a few of the teams in the pre-trials have backed out to focus a little bit more on training, and Team Gunnlaugson is one of those.
Whoa. 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 Sorry, watch it.
So Matt Wozniak makes a nice double and roll to a corner. Obviously, Matt had a lot of success with Team McEwen and took a couple years off and is now back playing with Team Gunnlaugson, and he's been a good fit for them so far.
Yeah, it's nice to see Matt back. He's played in, 5 Briars, I believe, and had, like you say, a lot of success with the McEwen team. Took a couple of years off, and now he's back. Doing well on this team as well. I think the big question, John, after the Olympics are over, it's going to be very interesting to see which teams switch up, and as well, who might retire from the game.
Yeah, absolutely. I think there's a few names, of which Brad Gushue is one of them.
Mm-hmm.
Not to, who knows, right? Obviously, you never know what someone's personal decision will be, but he's been to 18 Briars. He's won an Olympic gold medal. You have to think that he might be tired.
Yeah.
It's obviously, we talk about this a lot. It's a huge grind for these teams at this level. They just play so much, and they're in so many events, and it's just such a slog. And then when you add in the additional travel from St. John's, it's just so difficult for them. You're pretty much adding an extra flight to anywhere you're going, and it's tricky to get out of St. John's or get into St. John's sometimes. A lot of delayed and canceled flights due to weather, and to be a top team from Newfoundland for as long as Brad Gushue has been is really something. That's something we may never see again. And it could be that he's had enough, but we'll see. Obviously, this rink has been fantastic and such a pleasure to watch for the last 4 years and beyond. So they are great ambassadors for the game and such a treat to watch as we see Matt Wozniak come a little deep there on his shot around the corner guard.
Mark Nichols throwing a little tap back on the Wozniak stone.
All right, Jeff. All right, Jeff.
Jeff Walker really trying to bring it over here.
Jeff.
And they'll just roll out. So this is something, Mary, we've seen. I mean, we've called 3 games on this sheet already this tournament, and we've seen the teams, especially early in the game, struggle to get the broom in the right spot. It feels like some spots are a little straighter than they're expecting. Some spots are curling a little more than expected. So it's interesting to see that even with 2 top teams, it's a little bit of a feeling out process with the ice.
Well, you know, they do talk a lot about the slam ice being so perfect, and that's what these teams are used to playing on. So sometimes you get on tricky ice. It's kind of interesting to watch these top-level teams figure it out. Not that this is tricky ice. This is beautiful ice, but like you say, there are spots that are a little bit tough to read, and even maybe spots where draw weight's a little different.
6 feet less weight.
Yeah, exactly. It's as far as club ice goes, this is as good as it gets from Scott Foster and his whole crew here in Oakville. But obviously, you just can't replicate being able to make ice in an arena, and that's always going to be the case. Curling clubs can have amazing ice like they do here in Oakville, but you just can't replicate being in an arena.
All right, Jeff.
Whoa.
Again, trying to carve this one over.
That is
There's a miss.
a rare miss
Yes.
from Mark Nichols. You don't see that too often.
There.
So we heard Brad say that he just got a little bit more weight from Mark than he was expecting. And so now this opens the door for Team Gunnlaugson
Foot
to
by
get
the
a 2
line.
right back.
Give him the run double twice.
You want the same weight? It should be a hair
Slower, if anything, right? But we want to be same depth if possible. Okay.
So you could hear the conversation there. Jason Gunnlaugson's concern was if they go behind the corner guard, it'll just give Brad Gushue 2 chances to make the run double, right?
Line's
Because
good,
once you
all
commit to
weight.
going behind the corner guard, you're kind of stuck doing that for the rest of the end.
Wait.
So he sort of felt like this is a tougher look for Brad to give him a cross-house double,
perfect.
potentially, where you line them up, as opposed to putting them both behind the corner guard. This needs to stop, though,
Great judge, guys.
and it will.
That'll
So
work.
former teammate of Brad Gushue, Adam Casey, making those 2 stones align perfectly, and Brad Gushue's going to freeze here. So maybe not content to surrender the 2 here, Mary. Bit of an aggressive call from Brad, but I like it.
Yeah, this is a really aggressive call.
We hit that other one. I think
Not
he's
happy
coming
with
around.
giving up 2, John.
And I don't know if we can get shot by hitting the other ones. Yeah.
So you could hear his decision making there. He's worried that if he just hits the other one, he's not going to be shot.
Yeah.
And so then Gunnlaugson will just be able to come around the corner, and that also sets up 3. So big shot for Brad Gushue here. Needs to make a pretty good freeze
Yeah, it's all there.
in order to keep 3 out of play for Gunnlaugson.
Whoa!
Sweepers are saying back line. So they're going to need that to come down if that's the case.
Needs a curl!
It's the same spot they played where it
Needs a
seemed to
curl!
be really straight. So
Needs a curl!
this one looks okay, though.
Line's good!
This is coming down. What a
really nice.
fantastic shot from Brad Gushue, my goodness.
Well, that was just a great call and a great shot.
I don't think we try and move it.
Yeah, especially when we saw Mark Nichols have 2 sort of miss down that path. Obviously a bit of a tougher path, and Gushue navigates it beautifully. So Jason Gunnlaugson
Yeah, I
will
think
follow
so.
him down.
Looks like that's the call.
Nice speed here.
Nice speed, yeah. That was 14.7, no touch. Okay. It's like 75, 80, 80? Okay. Get it there, it's close.
So the sweepers think it's a little light out of the hand. They have to be shot. Negevin and Wozniak trying to get it there. And it is over curling, so they need this to end up in shot. Will it stop? It will, and that's not a bad place for
Not
Gunnlaugson
bad.
to be. That's almost better than the freeze,
Yeah.
really. You'd never call that, but if you can put it right there, that's not too bad at all. So nice
that's
shot
what I
from
gotta
Jason Gunnlaugson there. They said they wanted a backline hog time of 380, and out of the hand they said it was 395. So they knew it was soft out of his hand, and that obviously it curled more with less weight, but in a great spot. So this will force Brad Gushue into another big freeze. This is his final stone here in the second.
Freeze to this and we're shot.
Whoa!
Where?
Sweepers think it's heavy,
Whoa!
and it looks heavy.
Close. Yep.
Freeze the red!
But if they come to that back one, they will be shot.
Whoa!
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 So case of a couple advantageous rocks in the back of the house helping Brad Gushue, as he's a little heavy on that freeze, but he is the shot
Just,
stone.
like, peel it out. That's what I'm seeing, but what? Yeah, that's what I'm seeing. Like, I can see enough of it, right? Like, too much of it almost. That's the only shot? Or just draw for one? Yeah, if I hit it thin enough to get the 2 to go past the 8, it's good enough, probably, but... Yeah. Like, you like that, or just like throwing for it? Okay, peel. It's got, like, I gotta throw it fairly hard and thin. Like,
So Jason
Well,
Gunnlaugson is going to try the double here. He needs to move that back red stone out enough that he makes that yellow one on the right as you're looking at it, second shot.
peel,
So-
like, pretty good. Like, I'm not gonna, like
Tough
5
shot
minutes.
here for Gunnlaugson, but it is there, especially with the weight that Gunnlaugson can throw. So final stone here for Jason Gunnlaugson in the second end, looking for 2. And just like that, what a shot from Jason Gunnlaugson. Put 2 back on the board for the team from Winnipeg. We are knotted at 2. Third end action coming up right after this.
Here at Red Arena, we are trying to help people through equine therapy. Working with the veterans has been a very amazing experience. Our little motto that we always say is empowerment through horses. I love what I do. I'm just happy to be a part of it.
Hey guys, welcome to the Stu's House team's brand new listing. And we're up near Eglinton and Dufferin in this awesome 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom condo townhouse. And look at this balcony. Oh my God, look at the view. You can see the city, the sun. If you're stuck working at home, this is a great place to come out with your laptop, do some work. We've got amazing finishes here. Stainless steel appliances, beautiful wood floors, Gorgeous ceramic tiles in the kitchen, ceramic backsplash. We've got everything here. It's brand new, ready to move in. And check out our location. I have to tell you a little secret. California Sandwiches is just down the road, and their sandwiches are delicious. They're my favorite. We've got the Beltline bike tour. Crosstown coming. You're gonna be able to get on and get downtown in like no time when it's built. So go to stewcells.ca, see all the photos, see the videos, and give me a call and come for your personal tour.
Hello, folks, and welcome back. You're watching continuing coverage of the Stu Cells Toronto Tankard live from Oakville, Ontario. John Cullen alongside Mary Chilvers on the call. Team Gushue versus Team Gunnlaugson. And Mary, we just saw a phenomenal shot from Jason Gunnlaugson for 2 in the last end. Truly a shot that only a handful of players in the world could even think about calling and making.
Yeah, you know, and that's a situation where Gushue made a slight mistake there and kind of paid for it. But like you say, not too many people can make the shot that Gunnlaugson called and made. So very impressive, and now we've got a tie ball game here.
Yeah, I loved when right before we went to commercial break, we had a view of Brad Gushue coming up the ice, and he just kind of did a little, like he couldn't believe that that shot was made. Just truly fantastic stuff. And like you said, Mary, it was a little mistake from Brad Gushue that set it up. He was a little heavy on his freeze and opened the door for Gunnlaugson. So looks like we're in for a barn burner of an end here too. We've already got a few rocks in play.
Well, it just shows like what a weapon it is when you can throw it as hard as Jason can throw it. I mean, I believe, you know, he's also worked very hard on his soft game because he was kind of known for the guy that could throw that 5-second hit. But it's definitely a weapon for sure.
Whoa.
So this end might not be that entertaining if Matt Wozniak can get this triple that he's hoping to get.
One of them. No.
He does not.
So fails to make contact with any of the Brad Gushue stones, and Adam Casey's face says it all there. I think that's an emoji. That's the teeth gritted emoji we just saw from Adam Casey as he's walking down the ice there. But yeah, going to be an opportunity for Gushue to put some points on the board. And speaking of points on the board, we will keep you updated about all the other games going on. We had a bit of a late start this morning. The sheets kind of all got started at a different time because we did have some of the ladies' draws go long with an extra end in one of the A qualifiers.
Just want to get over here. Okay.
Right beside our feature sheet, we've got John Schuster playing Sam Moybrook. They're tied at 1, playing the third end.
Get some separation here.
And Moybrook has the hammer, or sorry, Schuster has the hammer there. Beside them, you can maybe see the scoreboard in your frame. Jonathan Buke playing Jason Cam in an all Ontario battle, and John Buke is up 2-1 over there. Beside them, we've got Paul Fleming playing Rob Ainsley. Rob Ainsley's leading that 1-0. They're playing the second. Fleming with hammer. Actually, Fleming's just throwing his last one here, and he just missed it. So it's going to be a steal of 1. So Rob Ainsley will go up 2-0 over Paul Fleming. They're playing the third. In our other A qualifier, John Epping and Corey Dropkin having a bit of a cautious start so far, but John Epping is leading that one 1-0. Corey Dropkin with hammer playing the third. And Greg Smith against Fraser Reed. Greg Smith is in the lead. He's up 2-0, but I believe he scored more points in the second. I'll let you know about that one momentarily. So this is even more important that Matt Wozniak makes this run back here. Can't afford to miss the Gushue stones for a second time. And he will get one of them moving, but still Gushue with 2 and 3. Gunner sitting shot stone, but I don't believe that's too long for the world here, Mary.
That was real close, Brett. Yeah.
Weight's good. Yep.
So Brett Gallant just looking for a hit to lie 3 here. Mark Nichols is on this right away. They look okay now. And they'll just stick it right there. So it's Gushue lying 3 with hammer.
Does kind of
Like
set
this
up
is
a
there now. I think
run
we
back
just run
double,
it.
perhaps.
Yeah, I mean, Gunnlaugson was sort of gesturing that maybe there's a run back triple there. I mean, if Adam Casey makes that, then I will personally give him $5 after this game. But would love to get at least 2 of them here. Adam Casey, his first in the third. And he will only get 1, so Brad Gushue, despite giving up that 2, right back on the offense here and looking good in the third.
Top 8. Top 8.
Didn't feel like that much, Brett.
So Mark Nichols just looking to come around the guard here and lie 3.
Okay, right here.
I can tell you in the other Newfoundland team's game, Greg Smith, they've tied it up with Fraser Reed, so it's 2-2.
Yep. Whoa, whoa. Jeff. Yep. Whoa, 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 whoa. Don't touch it. Good.
It's a pretty good shot. But it will set up another run double.
Like we could just play the same thing again. This triple's now there, so the same's okay. We could just hack this. Okay, yeah. Just low.
So trying the run double here again.
Low. Yeah. Hard. 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 Whoa.
Oh,
That'll do it.
nice
Fantastic shot from Adam Casey. One thing I love about this Gunnlaugson team is not only do they call these runbacks, but they call them so quick. They're just, you can tell they practice them all the time, and they're just so comfortable with it. You know, that's such a tough shot, a 10-foot run back double, and Jason Gunnlaugson just walks up to the guard, says, "Oh yeah, hair low," yeah, you know, whatever. And then Adam Casey 2 seconds later is throwing it and making it. So fantastic shot, but Gushue does still look the favorite for 2 here. Mark Nichols would love to just stick this and keep the separation. Maybe roll in a little bit just to make Gunnlaugson's crosshouse double a bit harder.
Hard. Whoa, whoa. Clean. Whoa. Clean. Whoa. Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Can't roll out here. And And that will stick, I think, on the ring.
Yeah,
so they get a little
we almost did one of
fortuitous
those earlier,
St.
right?
John spin. And they're
Okay.
lying 2 here, and I don't think there's really an opportunity for Gunnlaugson to double.
It's too hard to. Yeah, I'm with you. Like just trying to roll it dead buried, probably.
Roll it dead buried.
Yeah. Okay. Like this boards, or you like?
that,
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, there's really no double opportunity, so Gunnlaugson will try to hit this and get behind cover there.
Board weight and just roll it to the dead berry. And then make it off the wall in the last.
Probably throwing just a nice control weight here, John.
Yeah, I think so.
No reason this should go insane, right? Or curling? Oh, yeah. Okay. Harder! Big roll.
And it won't quite get over as much as Gunnlaugson was hoping, so just be a simple hit and stick for Brad Gushue here.
He was pretty optimistic on that roll, John.
I mean, it's never an easy shot
It's not.
to make that perfect hit and roll. And again, even if he had made it, it probably would have been accessible at such a high guard.
Yeah.
Sometimes harder, I think, as a skip to dial in for a perfect roll when you know that even the perfect roll is not that great of a
Great,
shot.
yeah.
That's good. That's enough for board. Okay. You agree, Brett?
So Brad Gushue's first here in the third end, just looking to hit and stick. Set up nicely for 2.
Board. Lean. Whoa. Lean. Yep. Yes. Yep. Hard.
Right to it, Jeff.
Hard.
Hard, no roll.
And no problem there.
I can't make that. I think we rolled the middle.
So Gunnlaugson still feeling like the double's not there, so he's going to try the same shot. Now I think this rock is high enough, Mary, that if you can get buried, it will create a difficult shot
Yes. Like a
for Brad. I think a makeable shot, but a tough one for
Yeah.
2.
Bit of a shorter roll here, too, so
Yeah, it looks
a
like
little more makeable.
Definitely give him outturn if we can.
Throwing the in-turn on this as opposed to the out-turn on the last one he threw. Or shall I say the clockwise turn?
So final stone here for Jason Gunnlaugson in the third.
Just more. Half.
Easy.
He needs a nice roll to
Easy.
prevent Gushue from scoring a deuce.
Post. Harder!
Just missed. Great weight from Gunnlaugson, just doesn't quite get the roll he was looking for. Just like when I go to the bakery a day late. I don't know if that even made sense, but I'm getting the thumbs up from the crew, so I guess it did. So, final stone for Brad Gushue. Just needs to make this Gunnlaugson stone go away. It's about half buried
That ice one.
to get his 2 back.
Not too much, is it? Yeah. Okay. It's good.
Whoa!
Whoa! Red! Red!
Hard, Brett.
Clean!
Hard, Brett.
Go ahead, Brett. Go ahead.
Stay down. You're good.
And that is as cool as you like from Brad Gushue. So put 2 back on the board. It's been a story of deuces so far. Brad Gushue taking a 4-2 lead over Jason Gunnlaugson. You're watching curling.com.
Here at Red Arena, we are trying to help people through equine therapy. Working with the veterans has been a very amazing experience. Our little motto that we always say is empowerment through horses. I love what I do. I'm just happy to be a part of it.
I'm a little bit of a nerd when it comes to landscaping. I've studied soil down to the microbes. It's that level of detail I bring to my work and to my business. Straight lines and a healthy ecosystem is what I'm all about.
Hello, folks, and welcome back to curling.com's continuing coverage of the Stu Sells Toronto Tankard live from Oakville, Ontario. John Cullen alongside Mary Chilvers. We are watching a qualifier game between Team Gushue and Team Gunnlaugson. And it's been a fantastic battle so far. A couple mistakes on either side, but it's been a story of the teams with hammer being able to generate deuces, and we find Brad Gushue up 4-2. So no delay on the corner, and this end, obviously Gunnlaugson would love to score here in the even end, so that's likely why he chose to throw the corner guard up on his first one as opposed to his second. Looking around at some of the other sheets, John Schuster putting a 2 on the board against Sam Moybrook. So Schuster leads that one 3-1, and John Epping stealing the third end against Corey Dropkin. So Epping leading that one 2-0. Both of those games are in the fourth.
Like, that did nothing. And that makes it all, yeah, this is right.
So Jason Gunnlaugson thinking that the 4 yellow rock is straight. So he found it didn't curl as much as he wanted it to there.
Even if you just draw in here, it's fine.
And like we said off the top of the broadcast, Mary, it has seemed to be the yellow stones that are drawing more comments from the skips as in terms of switching them around. We know John Epping struggled with them a little bit yesterday, and it seems like Jason Gunnlaugson's trying to figure out that set as well.
Doesn't look hard to me.
Whoa! Tuppy! Hard! Tuppy! Little bump! Hard! Come forward! Hard! Little bump! Hard! Come forward! Hard!
This is really curling.
Hard, guys! Hard! 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 Stand!
Mark Nichols with a fantastic sweep. And what a great shot from Brett Gallant.
Just low.
Of course, Brett will have a busy year this year, or at least he's hoping so. Of course, he'll have the Olympic trials, and he also plays mixed doubles with his partner Jocelyn Peterman, who of course plays with Jennifer Jones. So they'll both be at the Olympic trials and both gunning for the mixed doubles Olympic trials as well. Jocelyn and Brett narrowly lost the final in the Banff mixed doubles event to Rachel Homan and John Morris. And wow, what a shot from Matt Wozniak. Absolutely beautiful triple to get themselves out of trouble.
Probably want to be here. Yep. Little big. Yep. Yes. Whoa. 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 Roll it, Mark. Okay, good throw.
Doesn't quite get the roll he was looking for. So Gunnlaugson will maybe be able to get behind these corners. And I thought, so I just did a quick little bit of research. Jocelyn and Brett are already in the mixed doubles trials. They have already qualified for that. So it will be a busy year for them.
Yeah, these players that play the four-person as well as the mixed doubles, they are busy, busy players, especially this year, the Olympics coming up.
Yeah, you have to find a way to train for both and play both, and especially with both a lot of the teams obviously playing on four-player teams that are really serious. It's a lot to do. Obviously for Brett and Jocelyn being engaged and real life partners, that probably helps a little bit as far as getting out for practicing and playing and that sort of thing. But yeah, definitely a struggle for all these teams to find the time. There's only so many hours in a day, as of course we know.
Yeah, and a lot of the mixed doubles teams, like you say, these two, they're lucky enough they actually live together. But you've got some teams where the two players are in different provinces. So I think most of their practice time is the tournaments they go in.
Yeah, exactly.
Hard, Jeff. Hard, Jeff. Hard, Jeff. Hard, hard,
Trying to carve this one over.
Okay. It's good weight. That's kind of weight.
Either team can find a roll here.
If you like it, yeah.
Adam Casey, I read where he and Ryan Fry are tied for the only two players to appear in the Brier representing 4 different provinces.
I always find that stat impressive because a lot of players can't get out of 1. So when you can get out of 4, you must be doing something right.
Something right, yeah.
Just like a second harder.
And he rolls right into the hole. Which again, I always say those hits and rolls are the hardest shots to make perfect.
Absolutely, yeah.
Gotta go. Hard, Brett. Hard.
Trying to carve this one. Does stick around.
I think Gunner should be able to get to this one.
Is it buried or?
It's a buried, but why are you hitting it? Draw around either yellow. Either one.
Like, I kind of like to chase.
I hate it. We got 2 down.
You don't like it?
No.
Okay. Right here.
We're down 2. Like, I don't know. I just don't see me getting low. I like to draw. You like to draw one?
Sounds like Adam Casey's underwater.
Right beside it, just in front of it.
But I promise you he's not. He's just, you can see he's got his coat zipped all the way up, so we can't hear his microphone. But what I believe he was saying, because I do speak scuba diver, is that he didn't want to chase the red rock and come around the corner guard because he felt like, well, we've got 2 corner guards up. We can put the rock in a better position than if we were to hit and roll off of the red. So that was the conversation there, and Adam Casey convinced Jason Gunnlaugson that the draw was the better play.
And I would agree with that.
Oh, wait. Always that.
my previous comments being hits and rolls are rarely made perfect. So you might as well just draw it in there, just like this.
Very nice from Adam Casey.
Quarter, a third of it. Yeah, we got enough.
I do think it will be open enough for Brad Gushue to chase after it.
Just hack.
Yeah, I can see a sliver of that yellow rock. He's going to throw hack weight on this.
Do you like that ice? Yeah. I was thinking like just hack. There you go. Okay.
So Brad Gushue, his first in the fourth, will have to navigate a port with hack weight. Get rid of the shot stone.
Whoa, whoa, yep. Whoa, whoa. Clean, clean, yep, yep. Whoa, whoa. Clean. Whoa, whoa. Jeff, Jeff. Go ahead, Jeff. Hard, Jeff. Easy. Whoa, whoa, yep. I got it. Hard, yep, hard, yep, yep, yep.
And not only does he get through the port, but he gets the perfect roll. Fantastic shot from Brad Gushue on his first.
Try and be almost shot.
I think that's the ball. I don't see
Or are we trying to?
ammo back there.
If we wanted to blank, we hit last shot. Like, you gotta go there. It's like makeable if he guard. Like, yeah. Weld it on there and reevaluate? Yeah, but like there's not a lot of margin that's shot there. Love to be half on it high, yeah. Or just like dead on it, like perfect, so it's
So just trying the freeze here as Jason Gunnlaugson wants to get in at a
speed
position where he could maybe use it on his last rock.
But it's light. Definitely light. Get it there. Get it there.
Line straight. Really good line. Line straight. Corner all the way. 15-4.
Stay close for line.
Line's perfect. Line's perfect. Right on it.
Great shot from Jason Gunnlaugson. Always love when my skip right out of the hand tells me I need to sweep it really hard, and then you just go, no, no, I don't think. I think we're good.
Yeah,
I think it's actually perfect.
Yeah, that's our job. We're the sweepers.
Yeah.
You just look after everything else.
Exactly.
I don't think we need to.
No. I think it just makes this one easier, doesn't it? You give them backing.
Yeah, I'm just trying to, like,
Yeah.
you know something's coming in, right?
Well, I know, that's why I'm saying we just need to choke it. We get it, we get it anywhere in this path here is pretty darn good.
I think we don't want to, I don't think we want to be frozen, though. Like,
No, yes, I agree, because it's running back, yeah.
So this is a case of a team respecting Jason Gunnlaugson's run back ability.
Yeah,
Against
Mark-
another team, you
Mark
might be
brings up a good
tempted
point. We don't
to
want to be frozen.
bring another one in there for second shot.
I think ideally short of the
Where'd you
rings.
put that,
I think
Brad?
that one's close. Yeah.
So he's
They just wanna
basically,
guard it.
yeah, trying to sort of get in the way of that, right, John? Get in
Yeah.
the way of that run back
All the
for
way
two.
over center,
Exactly.
right? So-
Yeah.
So they decided on a guard.
Yeah, I think what they want to do is just be in the top 12, right
Yeah.
where, right on the eye and visit Oakville. Ideally, they'd be right there, just a little short of there, to prevent Gunnlaugson with his great run back power from getting two. So here we go, Brad Gushue's, his final stone without hammer in the fourth. Just looking to choke off Jason Gunnlaugson's run back attempt.
Stay down, Jeff.
Line's getting better.
It's getting better.
Keep it curling.
Hard, Jeff.
Hard, clean, clean. Well, good. You're good. You're good. You're good. Clean.
And that's pretty much exactly where Brad Gushue said he wanted it, short of the rings. And so Jason Gunnlaugson will have no choice but to draw for his single point here in the fourth.
T-line. Speed here is the same as there? Yeah, I think so.
Final stone for Jason Gunnlaugson here in the fourth end. Needs a piece of the button for his one. And Jason did not like it out of the hand, and I don't think the sweepers do either. This is not close. So Brad Gushue will steal one here in the fourth end. He'll take a 5-2 lead into the fifth. You're watching curling.com. We'll be right back after this.
Here at Red Arena, we are trying to help people through equine therapy. Working with the veterans has been a very amazing experience. Our little motto that we always say is empowerment through horses. I love what I do. I'm just happy to be a part of it.
I'm a little bit of a nerd when it comes to landscaping. I've studied soil down to the microbes. It's that level of detail I bring to my work and to my business. Straight lines and a healthy ecosystem is what I'm all about.
Here at Red Arena, we are trying to help people through equine therapy. Working with the veterans has been a very amazing experience. Our little motto that we always say is empowerment through horses. I love what I do. I'm just happy to be a part of it.
Hello, folks, and welcome back to the Stu Sells Toronto Tankard here in Oakville, Ontario. John Cullen alongside Mary Chilvers. We're watching Brad Gushue against Jason Gunnlaugson, and Brad Gushue with a big steal in the fourth end. He now leads 5-2, and Mary, the first half of the game was pretty good, but it looked like in that fifth end, Brad Gushue starting to wrest control of things.
Yeah, well, Brad made a beautiful little tap and roll in that end, but then Gunnlaugson followed with a beautiful freeze, so he was almost set up for his 2 points, but Gushue didn't try to stop him from that. I was very surprised at Gunner's draw there. He had just thrown a beautiful freeze, so got out maybe a little bit more into the 8-foot area, and it didn't really have a chance.
Yeah, one of those ones where I think everybody on the ice knew as soon as he let it go that it wasn't close, and sometimes that happens. You just get a little bit in your own head maybe, and you just kick out a little harder than you expected. Obviously a lot of adrenaline going, and unfortunately it was a miss. So Gushue will be up 3 here, playing the fifth end, and It's nice to hear from everybody in the chat where they're watching the game from, whether it's on curling.com or World Curling TV or sportsnet.ca. And we've got a lot of American fans in the chat today, Mary, and I have some good news for the American curling fans out there. Corey Dropkin with a 5-ball of knowledge in the 4th end, dropping that on John Epping. So Corey Dropkin now with a 5-2 lead. Epping with the hammer playing the 5th. So the 2 scores mirroring each other in the 2A qualifiers. 2 teams up 5-2. So it'll be up to the teams to see if Jason Gunnlaugson and John Epping can get themselves back in this and get themselves a day and a half off.
I wish I had seen how that 5 points went on the board.
Well, I can tell you that it was just a lot of hangers on for Corey Dropkin, and then with his final stone, he had an open hit for 5. It was about half open, a little hack weight shot. So. Yeah, just one of those where Epping just couldn't seem to make the shot that would put the pressure on Dropkin, and they just kept making these little hit and rolls into the wings, and all of a sudden you went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So
Real tight. Whoa. Whoa. Stay close to it, Jeff. 10. No, leave it. It's okay, higher is better. Whoa. Okay, good.
Nose. Firm.
Well, Gunnlaugsson's got his 2 corner guards up here, put them both on the same side. Now he's going to try to get rid of a few reds.
Hard. Hard. Whoa, whoa.
Another nice run back from Matt Wozniak. We'll get Gunnlaugson some guards to potentially draw around.
With this. That's half the 4 foot.
Getting a good look at the sponsors behind the sheet as well. Want to give a special shout out to In Situ Remediation. They are the presenting sponsor of this event here at curling.com. They're great company doing great things. They do environmental cleanups of sites like old gas stations and things like that to make communities cleaner and safer. Check out their website at irsl.ca.
T-line. Clean. Clean. Line only. Whoa, then. Whoa. It's got to come down. Alex here. Yeah, it's all there. Whoa.
Of course, nothing's ever possible in curling without sponsors, and Brad Gushue's always had some great partnerships. You can see on their jackets Kubota, Purolator, Maple Leaf, Eastlink, Hardline, and Asham. There are 6 sponsors, and they've been great for one of the top teams in the country and in the world. And for Gunnlaugson, their longtime sponsor McMunn and Yates. I know talking with Jason about a year ago about that. I had him on a Twitch stream, and he said a lot of great things about that company and what they do for curling in Manitoba and for Jason Gunnlaugson. Of course, Gunnlaugson also sponsored by Goldline and BASF as well. So a lot of great companies helping out in curling, and we love to see it, Mary.
We sure do. We need it.
So Brad Gushue in control again here. Gunnlaugson just can't seem to find the shot to put the pressure on Brad, and they're looking at coming around this center guard to lie 2. Mark Nichols with his first. Sweepers think this one might be a little on the heavy side, so if that's the case, could open the door for Gunnlaugson here.
We'll be lucky to get a piece buried here. Yeah, just let it stop.
So just on this track, we've seen this a few times, Mary, that you get a little bit outside on this track and it runs a little straighter and you just don't quite get that finish behind the guard. So Adam Casey will have a chance to just get a little either draw or a little hit and flop behind the center.
Like, we got this. This is wide open. Like, we're never using it if we're not using it now.
Okay, let's do that. Same way to see last one. Perfect. Okay, pull 8.
wasn't too really good there. Yours curled okay here, eh?
Yeah,
Line's tight.
So Adam Casey trying to draw around the corner here.
Whoa, whoa.
We've got another 5-2 score on the board as well. John Buke putting 3 on the board in the 4th end, so they lead Jason Cam 5-2. Cam with hammer in the 5th. Adam Casey a little deep on this one. He just needs to be second shot here, and he is.
Good judge.
I think, Mary, this will be deep enough that Gushue could chase.
And just, yeah, like back. Would like to bump it, I think. Yeah.
You want to do that? Okay.
Back line. Back. I'm throwing a freeze and you guys are sweeping. Right?
Back line.
Back line.
Yep. Back line. Come on, Jeff. Hard, Jeff.
This really has to curl.
Hard, Jeff. Hard, Jeff. Brett, on the yellow, Brett, on the yellow.
And he'll move it enough to push it into third shot, but that's the second time we've seen Mark Nichols with a miss here in this game, and that might allow Jason Gunnlaugson a chance to get something going here.
Like soft hack?
Yeah,
Hey.
soft hack, good.
Like, yeah.
I can make it.
Just hack, right? Hard. Hard.
Connor Negevin on it right away.
Yeah.
Oh,
Little.
Hard.
swept so hard he fell down. Ooh. Just missing is Adam Casey. Not a terrible result, really. Obviously not ideal, but
We gotta hit that
there's
8.
2 Gunnlaugson counters
Hit
now.
the 8 or you draw, but
Like, I know it's just the scoreboard's telling me to hit, but hit and try and roll. Throw some
I
weight
think-
and try and roll all the way over
I
here.
think they're-
Oh, that's thin. I think we throw some weight and try and roll it all the way over. Even if I hit a little thin and do something like that and poke this one back.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't love drawing there, having him make the double, and then we got to put something in there without him having another double. Makes this, and then we knows. Like I'm just saying, we got to be like really precise placement with the 2 to not give up the 3.
Yeah. Even if it rolls to right in the hole,
Yeah.
like.
Well, then he does that.
Or he plays
I
that
like
double.
getting it rolling
Okay.
over. I think with a bit of weight, Mark.
Okay.
Easy peel.
Yeah.
So Brad indicating that this is a bit of a scoreboard call here. He is lying 2, but you never want to give up 3 in a situation where you're up 3. So he's just looking to throw some weight at this and roll it either into his own red or all the way across the house.
Yeah, I'm thinking easy peel with that ice. You like it? It's not. It's enough, is it? heel. Yep. 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 Hard. Hard. Whoa. Hard. Whoa.
It's Brad Gushue looking for a big roll.
Go. Hard, Brett. Hard. Keep going. Hard. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Okay.
He won't get all the way over, but in a pretty good spot, I think, Mary.
Mm-hmm.
Like, control and try and make that? Because any double is either losing the shooter or this one with weight, unless we play it soft and get lucky. I just think we just like roll fat and on top with like control-y kind of.
He's got such a, like he can make the double roll anywhere.
Yeah.
What kind of weight?
Control,
Okay.
little more. Yeah, like over-rolling's fine. I gotta get over there somewhere. Control weight and just roll in front of the other one. Like any doubles is gonna be like I either lose my shooter or the back one, and they really.
So what Jason's trying to do here is hit and roll on top of that red
roll
one,
foot
so
or
he
like
maybe forces Brad
anything
to
more, like kinda,
take
like you
out
get to the
both,
far side of it,
and then he might have a
get it
double
out.
back for 2.
control.
But he will have to make this roll pretty precise to make that
A little
happen.
more ice.
So first stone here for Jason Gunnlaugson with the hammer.
Whoa. Close. Close. Play a little double. Play a little double. Play the double.
It's too late.
Please play the double.
Right.
Whoa, Matt. Whoa, Matt. Whoa, Matt.
So they got caught in between shots there, couldn't make the hit and flop and couldn't make the double.
Yeah.
So
Edge of the rock. Okay.
for Brad, he just needs to get rid of this yellow shot stone, and I don't know that Jason Gunnlaugson's going to have a shot for 2.
Straight pick would be nice.
Yep.
Yep. Yep.
Hard. Hard.
Hard.
Hard. Hard.
Woo, nice sweep.
Big sweep from Brett Gallant. And that gets by that red at the back of the house by a whisker. Brad knows he threw that a little tight, got bailed out a bit by his sweepers, and as we said, Jason Gunnlaugson not really having any other option but to draw here for his single, so Brad will feel pretty good about that.
Control. In-turn control.
Oh, he's hitting.
He is. He's actually, yeah, he's throwing an in-turn control weight of this. Just wants to tick, right, John?
It's a little less ice.
No.
Yeah, you think he's trying that?
No, I guess not. But
I don't even think that's there. I feel like he's just maybe
He's
just doesn't
playing-
feel
yeah.
confident about his draw weight.
yeah,
So he just needs a hit and roll for 1 here.
interesting.
Final stone, Jason Gunnlaugson.
Close. Whoa. Close. Close. Close.
Maybe he's trying that. I don't know.
Curl. Whoa.
He is.
Oh my gosh, what a shot. A shot so good we didn't even know he was trying it.
I
Holy
did call
smokes.
it, John.
You did, Mary. Oh my gosh, what a shot from Jason Gunnlaugson. A little control weight, how you do. And that puts 2 on the board for Jason Gunnlaugson. Mark Nichols can't believe it, and neither can we. It'll be 5-4 for Gushue when we come back right after this.
Well, I thought.
We are trying to help people through equine therapy. Working with the veterans has been a very amazing experience. Our little motto that we always say is empowerment through horses. I love what I do. I'm just happy to be a part of it.
I'm a little bit of a nerd when it comes to landscaping. I've studied soil down to the microbes. It's that level of detail I bring to my work and to my business. Straight lines and a healthy ecosystem is what I'm all about.
Here at Red Arena, we are trying to help people through equine therapy. Working with the veterans has been a very amazing experience. Our little motto that we always say is empowerment through horses. I love what I do. I'm just happy to be a part of it.
Hello, folks, and welcome back to the Stu Sells Toronto Tankard. You're watching the A qualifier between Brad Gushue and Jason Gunnlaugson on curling.com, sportsnet.ca, and World Curling TV. John Cullen alongside Mary Chilvers. And Mary, I'm still catching my breath after that last shot from Jason Gunnlaugson. Just a phenomenal, thin, I mean, as thin as you could possibly play a double for two in the fifth end, and he's back in the game.
Well, you know, that was a very low percentage shot, but you got to give him credit for trying it. And that's the second time in this game that he's made a beauty double to take 2 points. So good on Jason. That was really impressive.
Well, it's always a risk when you're playing Gunnlaugson, and we saw Brad talk about that in the fourth end when he was playing his guard to prevent a run back. You know, these teams know that Jason Gunnlaugson is the type of guy that will try anything. And I guess I should have known that too. Mary, you were on top of the double call. I didn't even think it was there. And if it was there, I didn't think you'd ever try it. But Jason is the type of guy, he likes to take risks. He likes to make that big shot. And when he's on and he's making those shots, he's a very tough team to game plan against. And yeah, just a phenomenal final shot there in the fifth to get himself within 1 point.
Yeah, like you say, not too many teams would even attempt that. But I guess when you look at it, taking 1 point against Gushue, you know, going into the sixth end, what are his chances of winning this game? So, yeah, you know, a lot of risk on that one, but big reward.
For sure, and that's something, too, that we see. We know Jason Gunnlaugson himself and his teams are sort of at the forefront of curling analytics, and they were one of the first teams to sort of adopt that as, you know, a system that they used all the time. And so I think that's exactly what happened, Mary. I think you're dead on that. They sort of assessed the risk, and if we're down 5-3 to Gushue with 3 ends to play, and Gushue has hammer, that's probably a pretty low percentage of the time we're going to come away with a W. So we might as well try it now, and if we make it, then we're right back in it, and that's exactly what we're seeing.
What impressed me too is that all the members of the team are all in on that. Nobody even questioned the call.
Yeah.
You know.
Okay, Jeff.
Yeah, I think when you're playing with Jason Gunnlaugson, you just got to let him cook, Mary.
Yes.
If he's in the kitchen, you let him cook, and sometimes he makes a pretty darn good meal. So we have some score updates from some other sheets too, just very quickly. Corey Dropkin adding to the hurt he's putting on John Epping, another steal. So Corey Dropkin is up 6-2. They're playing the sixth, Epping with hammer. And right in front of us, Fraser Reed dropping a 2 on Greg Smith from Newfoundland. So Fraser Reed up 4-2 in that one.
Never, Connor.
And John Schuster just putting another point on the board. So Schuster is up 4-2 over Sam Moybrook. Moybrook with the hammer playing 6.
So Gushue's still in a really good position here, though. He's up 1 with hammer in the sixth end. So as much as he probably didn't want Gunnlaugson to make that shot, he's still looking okay.
Yeah, no question. And I think, you know, when you're up, especially when you're up 1 with hammer in the sixth, that's a great spot to be in because you're okay to score 1.
Yes.
You know, if you end up getting forced in this end, you don't feel like that's as big of a deal as maybe getting forced earlier in the game. So for Gushue, they'll just be looking to score this end, and Gunnlaugson will be trying fairly hard to make that not happen.
Line's good. Little early, little early. Easy. Over curling. Probably close, but over curling. Yeah. Shot, Matt.
So again, with the shot stone, Brad Gushue just happy to peel this.
Yep. Yep. Gotta go. Good.
Line's a bit wide. Waz, you gotta get it going. You really gotta make it curl. You really gotta make it curl, doesn't matter. Hard, go.
Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Hard, a little more.
You touch the guard, it's fine.
Yeah.
So that guard just doesn't quite curl enough. And this might allow Mark Nichols to get in here and lie 3 behind cover.
I like that ice.
And that's the risk you play, Mary, when you're just trying to guard over and over again. If you don't make the guard perfect, you never know when your opposition with the hammer might turn around and bring the play into the house.
Whoa. Whoa.
Close.
Brett. Hard, Brett. Hard, Brett. Hard, Brett. Hard, Brett. Jeff, follow through on this yellow. Hard, Brett. Should go easy. Hard, 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 hard.
Really good throw from Mark Nichols, and Gushue's now lying 3 behind cover. And Jason Gunnlaugson is going to have to get some granite moving.
How much?
I'm thinking about sticking it. Can you do that or no? We want to hit it here as fat as we can because we kind of want the rock to like go this way a little bit. And I'm thinking we want to stick it over here.
Yeah, that's fine.
Like boards?
Yep.
So Adam Casey just trying to change the angles around here a little bit. Remove some of those Gushue stones from the danger area in the middle of the house. Just playing board weight.
Easy. Curl. Curl.
Hard, man, hard.
This has got to get over. And that is a complete flash by Adam Casey. And this is a world of trouble for Jason Gunnlaugson here.
Like the open one? Is that what he's saying?
Like his out is this. Has he got two shots left? You're not going to be able to get it really buried. I think you can get a good half, maybe two-thirds maybe if you're there.
You think you beat him to it?
Well, you could beat him to it or you could guard it.
Yeah. And then he's playing the same shot, right? But
Yeah,
I guess
but
it doesn't matter.
this is not achieving. This is 2 shots for him,
yeah.
right? He's got to do that, and then he's got to do this.
Yeah.
And assuming we don't make a shot.
I don't mind nosing that. Like,
I don't know if it achieves much. Like, scoring 3 or 4 here is irrelevant,
Yeah.
right? Oh yeah, I hear you. I'm just saying if we score 3 or 4, it's
yeah.
game's over with 3, right? Like he still has this and hit what he could see and kill these 2, but
Yeah.
so I don't. If we throw the corner, what's he gonna do?
Probably doing.
I think he probably
he's probably doing what you saw.
probably tries the same,
Yeah.
and then we draw, and then he's playing a run triple probably. Well, then he's definitely going there. Yeah, but then he's still going here. Yeah. Yeah.
I don't think he can get one in there super good. He does, though, you don't get it out.
Because we could go, like, if we're there, it's pretty good. Although that comes back and 2 of them go, but whatever you're feeling, Mark. I don't know if going over here is going to serve us that much. So I think the options are here. What's that?
His only out is the out turn
Yeah.
draw, right? Like that's
It's really
the way,
good on this side right
like,
now.
and he's in it, right? So
He's playing that half weight though.
You know, he could get one half buried here
One
too.
there,
So
maybe moving the 5 over so he can come off it.
yeah.
You know what
I don't mind leaving him that, like
Okay.
to back there. I think if anything, he's going to try to get it in this area, but really, it still doesn't do
well, if he
anything.
gets it in that area and we leave this open,
Yeah,
then
that's
it's,
right.
He's playing this. Try to move this to here.
Yeah.
Try to leave it here.
Okay. So do you want to take that away from him? Well, I don't like there. It's either one or the other, I think.
I was
What
thinking
if you went there?
Okay.
What if you went there? Well, then he's playing ours in, and he's only sticking it there. So let's go right here,
Okay.
right there. I think if anything, we want to be here
If I'll
as opposed to there.
I'll throw it the same way I've been throwing those out turns,
Yeah.
Brad. Look at that nice positive.
So sometimes we
out
see
turn
this,
release
Mary,
there.
where you're in such a good position, you almost don't even know what to do. And I think that's kind of what Brad was talking about. He's maybe worried that
same
Jason
release that
Gunnlaugson
I've
can
been
throw
throwing
the
on that
out-turn
out
around the
turn.
whole pile and get shot rock. He's
room
worried that
light?
they maybe would leave him a chance to smash the whole pile. So there's, you know, when every option is good, sometimes it's hard to decide on one to do.
Yeah, well, like you say, they're sitting so nicely now, and basically, if they can score 2 or 3 here, it's pretty much game. So their biggest concern is not giving Gunnlaugson an out. And I think they discussed a lot about Gunnlaugson making that out turn come around. So it looks to me like they decided they're just going to block that side.
Hard, Jeff.
Yeah,
Hard,
exactly.
hard. Yeah, that's a good spot.
And they've done just that. So great spot for Mark Nichols. I don't think Gunnlaugson could get around there and
kill that one. Lie 1, 2, 3. He's got to throw it somewhere. We're gonna have some
we'll
run.
see
double,
what
double, some
Gunnlaugson
kind to
decides
get
on
two
here.
if he puts it in a bad
As
spot.
good as it is for Gushue, it's as bad for Gunnlaugson. So
Same shot now, right?
we'll see.
Did it ever work on with this? Yeah, you can do it this way too. Like this. Try to make
I just don't see how it ever hits this rock or this rock. Like it's one or the other.
you can hit the 5. That's what I see. Go into the 5, 7, fill it, and if the 5 goes here, it's only better. Once you kill one of them and you clear it up, it's actually pretty good. What's your plan after you make this?
So I make this, stick it somewhere, have this lined up on this. Then where does he go? Well, it's gonna bounce this way. Like it either bounces and lines up or it gets out of the way, and then we got this. Like I gotta kill a 5. Ideally stick. Stick's not the end of the world, but you want to. He hits the back one, not the run. Like it's not good. I got to kill the 5. That's the thing.
So no joy here for Jason Gunnlaugson, regardless of what he ends up doing, but he will try to get rid of that top stone. He said that's the main concern for now.
Like, sneak the guard with pretty board weight, like solid board.
And ideally, he'll leave his yellow right there.
Is that probably close, eh? Yeah. Should be close.
So first stone here for Jason Gunnlaugson without hammer in the 6th, and he's in full damage control mode.
Curl!
The alarm's going off and the red lights are blaring. We'll see if he can try to calm it down a little bit here. And he will not curl as much as he wanted to with his stone, and Gushue is still lying 3.
Guard that 1.
You gotta guard that.
Paul Fleming finally getting back on the board in their game against Rob Ainsley, scoring 1 in the 5th. So Paul Fleming up 4-2 in that one. Or sorry, Rob Ainsley up 4-2 with the hammer. They're playing 6.
They'll corner freeze and then we'll have to draw for 2. Yeah.
So I think Mary Brad's just playing another guard here. Looks like he's guarding the yellow run back double. And assuming that Jason will try to corner freeze with his in turn on that back red, and then Brad will have a draw for 2. That's how he sees the end playing out here. So a simple guard here for Brad Gushue with his first here in 6. He's got the hammer and he's up 1 and he's lying 3.
Yep. Where? Yep, line. Line's good. It's clean.
Easy, easy. It's good.
Clean.
Over curl if anything. It's gotta stop. Let it stop. Let it stop. Okay. It's all right.
Pretty good spot.
It's good. Yeah.
Yeah. And then his draw is unnatural. And then his draw is unnatural.
Yeah.
So just like you drew it out, John.
Just like I drew it out.
Yes.
Yes, exactly.
Just like right on the corner of it. Yeah.
We have our first final, Mary. An exchange of gratitude on sheet 6. Corey Dropkin and the Young Bucks
What?
stealing
Yeah,
another
towards
point in the
depth.
6th. So put it up on the board. 7-2 victory for Corey Dropkin.
On the edge.
So he will qualify for the playoffs and enjoy a day and a half off. John Epping will drop down to the B side of the draw.
Speed's regular.
And speaking of dropping down to the B side of the draw, Jason Gunnlaugson, trying to avoid that fate, needs to have this corner freeze to prevent this game from being over. Final stone here in 6.
Hard weight. Hard everything.
This is really curling. It's close. Will it sit? It will. What a shot from Jason Gunnlaugson.
Fancy thing.
Great corner freeze to bail himself out of some trouble. So Brad Gushue will have a draw for 2, but it's not easy. He's going to have to contend with the guard out front and that yellow stone that Jason Gunnlaugson just threw if he wants to pick up his 2.
Shade wider here, but
A little wider than we've been going. Okay. You guys like that ice? 6 feet more than I just threw this one.
Final stone for Brad Gushue here in the 6th. Needs half of the 4 foot for 2.
No, I thought it was close, Brett.
Line's okay. Line's good.
Needs a curl a bit. Needs a curl.
Looks here. 15-3.
They need this rock to slow down. Will it slow down? It will. So a great shot from Brad Gushue to put another 2 on the board. They'll take a 7-4 lead into the 7th end. You're watching live coverage of the Stu Sells Toronto Tankard on curling.com.
Here at Red Arena, we are trying to help people through equine therapy. Working with the veterans has been a very amazing experience. Our little motto that we always say is empowerment through horses. I love what I do. I'm just happy to be a part of it.
I'm a little bit of a nerd when it comes to landscaping. I've studied soil down to the microbes. It's that level of detail I bring to my work and to my business. Straight lines and a healthy ecosystem is what I'm all about.
Here at Red Arena, we are trying to help people through equine therapy. Working with the veterans has been a very amazing experience. Our little motto that we always say is empowerment through horses. I love what I do. I'm just happy to be a part of it.
Hey guys, welcome to the Stu Sells team's brand new listing. And we're up near Eglinton and Dufferin in this awesome 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom condo townhouse. And look at this balcony. Oh my God, look at the view. You can see the city, the sun. If you're stuck working at home, this is a great place to come up with your laptop, do some work. We've got amazing finishes here. Stainless steel appliances, beautiful wood floors, gorgeous ceramic tiles in the kitchen, ceramic backsplash. We've got everything here. It's brand new, ready to move in. And check out our location. I have to tell you a little secret. California Sandwiches is just down the road, and their sandwiches are delicious. They're my favorite. We've got the Beltline bike tour. Crosstown coming. You're gonna be able to get on and get downtown in like no time when it's built. So go to stusells.ca, see all the photos, see the videos, and give me a call and come for your personal tour.
Hello, folks, and welcome back to continuing coverage of the Stu Sells Toronto Tankard live from Oakville, Ontario. You may be watching this coverage on curling.com, sportsnet.ca, or World Curling TV, wherever you're watching from. Welcome. Great to have you here. John Cullen alongside Mary Chilvers covering this A qualifier between Team Brad Gushue and Team Jason Gunnlaugson, and a fantastic sixth end for Brad Gushue, in control the whole way, puts 2 on the board, and he's now up 7-4, Mary.
Yeah, it was a great end. Gushue actually could have maybe even got 3 at some point, but very happy with just taking 2, and that definitely puts him in full control of this game now.
Hard! Hard! Oh! Yep!
Yeah, no question. That was a interesting bounce.
That shot had it all.
Jason Gunnlaugson doing my job for me. That shot had it all. It certainly did. A lot going on there, but when you're up 3, you don't worry so much about things like that happening. And I know a lot of you have been asking about the line scores for this event and the live scoring, and happy to report that all of the live scores for this event are now live on curling.com.
Looks like a bit of room.
And obviously this is a new venture for all of us, so we've put a lot of work in, both in the streams that you're seeing and of course behind the scenes on the website. So we thank you for all your patience as we get that going and get it all set up. So you can now head over to curling.com, and if you create an account, then you'll see all of these scores in the top bar, and they'll be updated live throughout the rest of the Stu Sells Toronto event. And I can give you some score updates myself, just being in the building. We've got Sam Moybrook putting up 1 in the 6th end against John Schuster. So Schuster is up 1 with Hammer playing the 7th. Jonathan Buke and Jason Cam having an exchange of gratitude on sheet 4. So that's been a final score now. Buke winners in that game. So it'll drop Cam down to the C. Paul Fleming still down 2 to Rob Ainsley. Rob Ainsley with the Hammer. They're playing the 6th. And the other Newfoundland team, Greg Smith, currently trailing Fraser Reed from Ontario. Fraser Reed up 2, up 5-3, but Greg Smith does have the Hammer. They're playing the 7th. So back to our feature game. Jason Gunnlaugson and Brad Gushue, and this is really just a case where Gunnlaugson's going to have to maybe go a little all out here, Mary. He's got to get at least 2 here.
He does, yeah.
Room. Line's close. Straight. Hard.
This has got to get in the house, and it won't. A little light hits the guard, and it's going to be a tough road now for Jason Gunnlaugson. This is going to be an opportunity for Mark Nichols to get rid of 2 of these guards.
Border makes contact over here.
Heard a little wobble there from Mark Nichols. This is, of course, Team Gushue's first event of the year, so working out those kinks, but he will get 1 of the yellows to go. Can't quite make the double, but Gunnlaugson now is going to really have to make something happen.
Still think we got to go here.
Okay, let's get it in though.
Or you want to just go here? Okay.
Doesn't matter.
I'm fine with that.
Jason's got, a few things to work with here, but like you say, it's a pretty tough road to win this game at this point when you're down 3 points in the 7th end, especially against a team like Gushue. But like you say, if you can just get 2 on the board, you never know what will happen.
Yeah, tough road to hoe here for Jason Gunnlaugson. Might need to borrow one of Gushue's Kubota tractors. See if he can dig up the road. So Adam Casey's got to get this around a corner guard, and some of you have also been asking us why this event's taking place in Oakville, given that it is the Toronto Tankard, and it is because High Park Curling Club, normally who hosts this event, weren't able to get open in time. Obviously, it's been an interesting couple of years for curling, and clubs doing their best to manage COVID, and So High Park wasn't able to open in time for this event, so Oakville gladly and thankfully stepped up to give these curlers a place to play. But High Park will be the host of this event next year and are looking forward to hosting it for many years to come. So obviously 2 great Ontario clubs and combining to make sure that this great event happens for all these teams and for Stu Cells.
So another miss there by the Gunnlaugson team, and it's not the best time to lose your draw weight. There's 2 draws that have been missed here, and this is obviously when you really need to get rocks in play. So I'm sure Jason won't be happy with that. Now it looks like the Gushue team's going to go a bit on the offense.
Yep. Go in the back one, Jeff. Take away any stagger. Go.
So a nice tap from Mark Nichols, and this is almost similar to last end, Mary. Gushue finding themselves with 2 shots in the house, or 2 rocks in the house.
Like, make this double!
On Mark Nichols' last one, and you sort of go, well, what do we even do here?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But yeah, I don't mind them going on the offensive, that's for sure. Forces Gunnlaugson to be playing into the middle and not having a chance to go around those corner guards.
Hard!
Oh,
Oh, gets a nice
that
little
little double
punch.
kiss. Oh my goodness. That was absolutely beautiful. A kiss from a rose. The red rock just firing it underneath that corner guard. Unfortunately, it didn't get all the way there, but so close.
Even if I roll it out, like, it's still a good situation.
Yeah.
So Gushue just looking to make this one go away.
Tons of ice based on yours. Is it too much? Yeah, well, I know.
And I think Mary Gushue probably wouldn't care if they gave up 2 here.
Yeah.
So you just make this one go away, and if Gunnlaugson makes a really good pair and you give up 2, you still are up 1 with Hammer playing the last, which is a good situation to be in. So Brad Gushue's first.
Whoa! Lead! Yep! Whoa! Yep! Yep! Roll it!
Try and not make the double, like, or sorry, not roll it. Like, firm or normal?
So I guess at this point, John, he's playing the double and going to hope for a blank.
Yeah, sometimes you got to cut your losses, and they just couldn't really ever get set up, Mary. A couple misses trying to get around the corner guards, and at some point you get to a situation where you go, well, do we want to try to get 3 with Hammer, or do we want to steal 2 without? And I think most teams would prefer to have the Hammer to try to get 3. So Jason Gunnlaugson looking for the double.
Hard, I think.
And he will get it. The problem here for Gunnlaugson is that Brad actually has some places he could roll to force Gunnlaugson to 1.
No, let's try and roll behind the corners. Yeah. Well, you did say that, didn't you?
Final stone for Brad Gushue here in the 7th. Looking for a hit and roll. And it won't quite curl enough, so Jason Gunnlaugson will have the chance to blank and head into the final end down 3.
Just a touch more ice.
Final stone. And that's no problem for Jason Gunnlaugson, so we will put 2 zeros on the board for the first time this game. And Brad Gushue will keep his 3-point lead heading into the 8th, but Jason Gunnlaugson will have hammer when we return. You're watching curling.com.
Here at Red Arena, we are trying to help people through equine therapy. Working with the veterans has been a very amazing experience. Our little motto that we always say is empowerment through horses. I love what I do. I'm just happy to be a part of it.
I'm a little bit of a nerd when it comes to landscaping. I've studied soil down to the microbes. It's that level of detail I bring to my work and to my business. Straight lines and a healthy ecosystem is what I'm all about.
Here at Red Arena, we are trying to help people through equine therapy. Working with the veterans has been a very amazing experience. Our little motto that we always say is empowerment through horses. I love what I do. I'm just happy to be a part of it.
Hello, folks, and welcome back to curling.com's continuing coverage of the Stu Sells Toronto Tankard. You're watching the A qualifier between Brad Gushue and Jason Gunnlaugson. Brad Gushue with a 7-4 lead here, playing the 8th. Gunnlaugson with hammer. John Cullen alongside Mary Chilvers. And Mary, what is Gunnlaugson going to have to do to get 3 on the board here?
Yeah, he wasn't successful. Tried to do that in the 7th. Didn't work out, but he was able to blank the end. So he is still alive, but putting 3 on the board here is not going to be easy. Yeah, obviously, lots of rocks in play, but I think Gushue's team's going to have something to say about that.
Yeah, no question. Obviously, Brad Gushue, one of the best teams in the world, currently ranked number 6. Gunnlaugson ranked number 14, and
so they tried the tick shot on that, eh, John? On the
they did,
on the
yeah.
corner, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think for Gushue, you're up 3. You probably don't want any of your own rocks in play, so you might as well try the tick if you're going to.
Mm-hmm.
This will give Connor Negevin a chance to get 2 rocks up in front of the house. Talking earlier about curling partners, obviously Connor's wife Selena
Even as you can.
curls on Team Tracy Fleury, so they'll be in those Olympic trials, and Connor and Team Gunnlaugson, of course, trying to get there themselves. They'll be at the pre-trials in a couple weeks in Nova Scotia.
Good pair.
Speaking of pre-trials teams, our next game coming up at 3 p.m. is a B qualifier. We're going to be covering the Garlic Girls once again. Mary Team Yunjung Kim from South Korea is going to be going up against Holly Duncan from Woodstock, Ontario. Both teams looking to qualify for the playoffs. So that game will be coming up at 3 p.m. You'll be able to watch that right here on curling.com and World Curling TV.
Needs to curl a bit. We're in the top 8. Right on my broom. Right on my broom. Hard, come on. Go. It's there. Go. Hard. Go. That's a good shot. Yeah, that's not bad.
Well, the Gunnlaugson team struggled in the last end to get some rocks and play around the corner guards, so we're going to give it another go here.
Room. Connor, get it going. Connor, if you can. Okay, then, well, it's always Connor. I think he's got to go, Connor. If we're not through, I think he's just going. Just Connor. Just got to go for Connor.
Looking like a nice come around.
Okay, nice shot, Matt.
Hack.
So the Gushue team, they can see a little bit of this rock. They're going to throw hack weight at it.
Yep, for Gushue, it's just a matter of see stone, hit stone for the rest of this end. But this will require a little bit of finesse here from Brett Gallant, and this one looks like it's curling a mile out of Brett's hand. Will Jeff Walker be able to hold it? He will not, but getting rid of that guard, not a terrible option. Unfortunately, the Gallant shooter rolling over and giving Gunnlaugson a double guard on the left side as you're looking at it. So maybe a little glimmer of hope here for Jason Gunnlaugson, Mary.
Could get interesting.
Can we make that? Like, Connor's right. The best shot's to loop it. Just, can we make this? Okay, I like it. I just...
Does the thrower like it?
What?
These are tough.
Well, I was thinking about just, like, pushing this in here. Like, that's pretty good. This is all or nothing, but it's the best shot. Like I don't mind playing, like, T-line out of your hand and try to make this or this kind of thing, you know? Yeah.
Let's just try and tap it a hair high behind the guard and stick there.
Yeah. Yeah, like tee back button out of your hand.
So Matt Wozniak looking to move this Gushue stone in the top of the house just back towards the tee line behind those corner guards.
Hard line. Room. Close. Whoa. Straight.
Looks like maybe a little more weight than Jason was expecting here.
Straight, hard. Hurry, Connor.
Oh, it's on the money. Very nice shot. So Gunnlaugson's got 2 counters in the house. Neither of them are shot, but a glimmer of hope. A glimmer. Give you a quick update on sheet 7. Greg Smith scoring 2 in the 7th. So that's a tie game between him and Fraser Reed. Fraser Reed does have the hammer coming home.
Thinking he knows it, then he can't ever tap.
What do you guys like? Okay. My only concern is you peel this and he does something like that. Let's go here. Hard, Jeff. Whoa, 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 whoa. Good. That'll do.
So Brad Gushue lying 3 without hammer.
What was your first thought? Sorry, what? High? Yeah, yeah. I don't mind that call. Yeah, like then the weight's not as specific. It's just line, right? Just gotta get low of some amount low. Back forward to your hand. Get low. Clean.
Big shot here for Adam Casey.
Whoa.
Looking to come across the face of the yellow and tap it into the pile of reds.
Curl. Curl.
This needs to move a bit. Not a bad result for Adam Casey. Gets Gunnlaugson in for second shot. As we can see, this might open up a shot for Brad to get rid of both of them.
Yeah, I think the Gunnlaugson team wanted that to curl just a little more, to kind of roll under, to not leave this shot.
So Mark Nichols can make it so that every remaining Gunnlaugson rock has to count. And it will stick around, so Gunnlaugson still hanging on here.
Actually sitting second shot.
Yeah, I thought that jam was always a possibility. They were just hoping maybe that they could hit it in exactly the right spot to get it out.
Got it buried.
Mark Nichols
Good.
getting very close.
If we leave any, it's just gonna be Yahtzee.
Can you go wide?
I'm good with it if you want.
I think you have to go wide.
Okay, I love it. Half in the 8 is what we need to beat the second one, guys, so we know.
So always good when you're throwing a shot where your skip is standing on the other sheet to give you the line.
Yeah.
Can give you an idea of how difficult this shot is. Obviously, curlers don't go out this wide very often, so it's a bit of a guess on line and weight.
In the frost.
But both Adam Casey and Jason Gunnlaugson thinking it's the best way to get another stone in there. So
Yeah, I think they wanted to come this way as opposed to the other way. The other way, they leave a bit of the rock showing there's a pretty easy double for Gushue. So this way, there will be no double. This is looking really nice.
really good, yep. That is not an
Great
easy
Casey.
shot.
Real nice.
No, it is not. Really good shot.
Very nice shot from Adam Casey.
And making things interesting for sure.
I like the run. You guys like that? Shot at him. I got less, or half at the most. Little less, Mark. Yep.
So Brad Gushue trying the run back, and there's certainly a universe where he gets both of the yellows here and the game is over. But just needs to make sure he gets one. Brad Gushue's first in the 8th, looking for a run back. And Brett Gallant on it right away.
Jeff.
So they'll get one of them.
Nice shot.
Gunnlaugson's going to have to figure out a way to make all of his remaining rocks count, and it's that red rock that shot is pretty heavily guarded at the moment.
Yeah.
Probably our easiest way to get there.
What choice do we have? What other shot do we have? Like, we can play this, but then we just give an open hole. You gotta go here. Like, I think we just want to. It doesn't matter. He's always gonna have stuff. We just gotta bury it. Make him play a run back. Middle should be real close.
So Jason figures if they hit what they can see of that red one, even if they roll behind cover, Brad will likely have a fairly easy takeout. So
Just like top button.
they're thinking if they can draw top button, it makes his run back maybe a little bit tougher.
I think just in the fork. Like, as high in the fork as we can. We just gotta be buried. Make him play.
They need to be shot here. That's really the key.
Regular speed still. Hard line! Hard line!
Good. Line good, room even. Room, gotta curl. Has to curl.
Both you go.
Close to the goal. Close to the goal. You're halfway to right now. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Hard, hard.
Really nice shot.
It's just too light. Like,
Just a little light, but just about where they wanted it. So Brad Gushue will have to decide what he thinks is his best path to getting rid of one of these yellows.
Plug the hole and leave him this. So we could plug the hole and leave him this. We could try and draw one. We can't really draw one anywhere. You'd have to get right here. Yeah, but if I touch the guard, it makes this shot for him a whole lot easier.
I agree. Like,
What? I think if I'm biting center line, it's probably okay.
I like your odds of making this one.
Yeah. I like my odds of making them all.
Like, if you're on the line, I don't think there's any way.
Jeff brings up a good point. Like, if I'm here, well, he's got this, but if I get it here, run double. Okay, let's pick it. Yep. Okay.
So the discussion mostly based around respecting Jason Gunnlaugson, really. They were worried that kind of no matter where they put this, Gunnlaugson might have a hero shot for 3. So in the end, they're going for a pick, and Mary, this could jam. This is not an easy shot.
Oh, it doesn't matter. Just gotta hit the yellow. Get it past our other one.
So it's the final stone for Brad Gushue, and he's got to pick this yellow without jamming to secure the victory.
Yep. 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 Hard. 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 Hard.
Will he avoid the jam? He will. So great shot from Brad Gushue to secure the 7-4 victory. Fantastic game by both teams. Brad Gushue will now qualify for the playoffs. Jason Gunnlaugson will drop down to the B side of the draw here at the Toronto Tankard, but a great start to the first event of the year for Brad Gushue, and a great start for us here on curling.com. On this Saturday, we've got more action coming your way in just about an hour's time. We'll have the B qualifier of the ladies event between Yoonjun Kim from South Korea and Holly Duncan from Woodstock, Ontario. So make sure you join us either here or on World Curling TV or sportsnet.ca. For Mary Chilvers, I'm John Cullen. We'll see you back here very soon. Goodbye.